about hearing from young people what they are doing for and with young people. And I'm delighted that we have with us 3 excellent speakers and panelists from the Nigerian Youth SDG Network that were already introduced briefly. Elizabeth, Tracy, Blessing, thank you so much for being with us. The Nigerian Youth SDG Network is working in Nigeria with the ILO and with other UN agencies on empowering young people through various ways, and we will hear about that now from our 3 panelists that will take us a little bit through their projects and the vision of the network, and also how it relates specifically to promoting decent jobs for young people in the digital economy. Elizabeth, over to you.
Thank you so much, Jonas. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. I'll be talking about the Nigerian Youth SDGs Network, giving a very brief introduction, and then handing over to Tracy, who will hand over to Blessing. The Nigerian Youth SDGs Network registered as a network of youth for sustainable initiatives, a coalition of youth-led civil society organizations made up of up to 350 members in the 36 states of Nigeria and the Federal Capital Territory. Our mission is to amplify the voices of youth and enhance their participation in the developmental agenda of their country. Sorry about education. We understand that investing in education is necessary to engage young people with a shared purpose that inspires sustainable development. Next is life to empower young people and women to take up productive livelihoods and employment opportunities that contribute to their household income and the economies of their communities. And then third, we have education and capacity development. This has to do with helping young people make decisions and engage in leadership capacity development, as well as education advocacy to help break the cycle of poverty. Nigeria Youth SDG Network has a keen interest in topics revolving around digitalization, innovation, as well as the future of work. We believe that young people have the energy, the creativity, and the will to do things differently, and we of their countries and their communities, and that with the right guidance and support, they can become influential leaders of positive change. At this point, I'll be handing over to Tracy, who will talk more about youth engagement via the network. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for that presentation. And thank you, Jonas, for the opportunity. So I'll be talking about the engagement that we've made so far. The Nigerian Youth SDG Network in 2020, because of our interest in youth and digitalization, we carried out a nationwide survey in 2020. As Jonas had mentioned, COVID-19 impacted on the type of work that young people do, and so we really wanted to know what young people think and what is really happening across the country. So it was in collaboration with the United States Department of Economic and Social Affairs and the ILO as well. And the survey was across over 100,000 young people in Nigeria, and we were able to get findings that there are opportunities in Nigeria that goes across educational sector, in the digital economy that is related to the educational sector, the government, entrepreneurship, agricultural sector, and a number of them. But they also highlighted that they had challenges when it comes to information, when it comes to support to start a business, when it comes to funding, and then there was also lack of training. So we came in with all of these challenges that we spotted from the survey, and we started something we call the Youth SDG Cafe, which is a monthly event where young people learn about the SDGs and also learn to build collaboration towards meaningful projects across Nigeria. And also currently we run the Decent Work Show and also the Decade of Resilience show, a radio show. And it's a show that helps to bridge the gap between stakeholders and also young people who are looking for this decent opportunity. And we are able to build engagement around entrepreneurship, around education, around agriculture, volunteering, all of these to give young people more insight and also opportunity to know where they can find the exact opportunity they're looking for. And we also run youth labs in December 2020 all across the 36 states of Nigeria. And we brought in other youth led organizations, and they were able to share their own point of view, and we got in suitable amount of data to help us work further in other projects. And we also run the Decent Work website, and that website, particularly because of the people who highlighted the challenges of information. So in that website, we have career information, we have scholarship information, we have opportunities information, we have fellowship information, so that people can, get the information that they need to assess this decent work across the country and across any other country that they would like to work with. And these are some of the things that we have done. Next slide, please. So, key messages to boost decent work that we have recognized. First of all, we have recognized that there's a growing interest amongst young people in Nigeria in social entrepreneurship, and there's also a need to support young youth entrepreneurs. And then also we noticed that to maximize decent work in digital economy, there is need to pay attention to the quality to assess digital skills by all youth. And this is something we're working with and with the ILO closely with to build other collaborations and other partnership to make sure that the people have access to this decent work. So over to you, Elizabeth.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. This is Blessing. Thank you, Jonas, for the opportunity. I'm going to be talking about the action bit of it. Earlier in the conversation, Tracy mentioned that we rolled out a survey to over 100,000 young people across Nigeria. And the idea of the survey was to know the kind of skills young people or youth rather would like to learn, especially because of COVID-19 reality. So the feedback we got as a result of the survey is what we are using to is what we are putting into action right now. So starting from September this year, we will be starting a program that is strictly digital skills inclined. We realize that the future of work is tech, and it's very important that a lot more people embrace digital skills. And so we have something that